Before we start today's video, I have 3 housekeeping issues I have to take care of. First, I want to thank the 300 new subscribers who signed up after my Hari Kebangsaan Dua Puluh Dua Dua video. Terima kasih kepada semua rakan Malaysia. Second, some of you might have noticed that I've been publishing things on Wednesday mornings also. This is because I'm getting a backlog of videos from my several months in Europe. And I don't want to wait and publish the Malaysian videos. So I thought, in addition to publishing the European videos on Sunday or Mondays, I'm going to also publish the Malaysian videos on Wednesday. Eventually, I'll go back to once a week publishing, but that's when I finally catch up. This is unusual because I almost never, ever have videos in the hopper waiting to go. And number 3, 2 of you, and I think they're subscribers, wrote in and asked me what this thing is. One person suggested it's a pacemaker. Well, now you know. It's a microphone. All right, start the video. Let it roll. Morning, folks. Today's Monday, and we're going to be heading out to Bukit Jalil to watch some of the swimming for the Malaysia Games currently underway. They're also called Sukma, which is an abbreviation of Sukan and Malaysia. Sukan meaning sport, of course. I was out here on Saturday, or out at Bukit Jalil on Saturday, and thought that the swimming was already started, but I was informed that it wasn't. They were just practicing for the games, and today, Monday, is the day it actually starts. So to get there, I'm going to take the train from Masjid Jamek out to Bukit Jalil. I think it's about a 30-minute ride, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Bukit Jalil is often referred to as Malaysia's sports city. It is the site of a lot of the national sport facilities, such as the National Stadium, the National Aquatic Center, and there's probably the Axiata Arena. That's probably a national something or other. It is a nice place. If you ever visit Kuala Lumpur and you have the time, it's worth the 30-minute train ride to get out here and just look around. I'm on build time today again, so naturally there are very few people here. So I'm guessing that the only ones here are those that are actually involved in the Sukma Games, which is the athletes, officials, and maybe the athletes' parents. If we were here in the afternoon or evening, it would be much more crowded. People come here after work, they run, they exercise, they walk. A lot of people with their families. And many of the facilities are available to the public. I know if you wanted to go swimming in the National Aquatic Center, there are public hours. The National Arena or Stadium, I'm not sure there's any such thing as public hours. What would you do with public hours in the National Stadium? But there are several times when I came up here and just sort of wandered in. And when I looked around, I could swear I was the only one in a stadium that seats, I think, 80,000 people. Probably shouldn't have been open. I probably shouldn't have been in there. But it's a national stadium. What kind of shenanigans could I get up to in the National Stadium? Well, that's part of the swimming competition for Sukan, Malaysia. It's not a very big competition, although there are a lot of sports involved. There doesn't seem to be that many swimmers involved. And it's a prelim final, so the top 8 of those people come back tonight. Sorry for the lingo. Come back tonight means they qualified for the finals, which will be held this evening. So they swim preliminary heats in the morning in swimming, usually in the morning, and then the finals are swum in the evening, and they usually take the top 8 or the top 16, depending on how many lanes there are, and they will compete again at night to determine the winners, the top 3 places. I'm now off to the National Stadium. I heard some things going on in there as I was walking into the aquatic center. So I'm going to take a walk over to the stadium and see what sports are still going on there. The problem with any kind of building this big is that you never know how to get in it. There could be like a dozen doors, but only one of them is actually in use. So in theory, you could walk entirely around the building until you found a door that got you inside. And I think that's what I'm doing. I think I found the door. That wasn't the door. It was a door, but not the right door. So now I'm looking for door E, as in echo. Well, I just discovered that the events in the stadium are not part of the Malaysia Games. As I suspected, the athletics portion of Malaysia Games finished a day or so ago, and what's going on now are the Malaysian School Sport Championship, or whatever they call them. But it's very good idea, I think, to schedule those 2 events back to back, because some of the athletes are already here for both meets, and a lot of the coaches are the same people. So rather than bringing them back from wherever they are, it makes sense to have them back to back as an event in the same place. I'm at the Bukit Jalil LRT station. As you can see, these stations are pretty fancy. This one I think is newer than a lot of the ones that are closer to town, but it's not that new because I rode it, I think, in 2007, and I know it was used in the movie Entrapment with Sean Connery and I think it was Catherine Zeta-Jones. You can look that one up. But it's still a very nice station. All right, that concludes my Malaysia Games experience. I'm not going back for the finals this evening that I mentioned for the swimming competition. I've just about had my fill of prelim final swimming meets, so I won't be going back again tonight. I am now going to go and get some lunch, I think, and head back to my apartment and get some work done with next newsletter coming out in about 2 weeks. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hey folks, remember, if you subscribe to this channel, all of your wildest dreams will come true. I'll show myself out.